The Appropriation. Some stories aren't stolen, they're repurposed. Fiona Goddard and Elianne Reynolds, grooming gang survivors who tried to help fix the system that failed them. Then they walked away, saying the inquiry had lost their trust. Fiona, Ellie and 2 other unnamed survivors resigned from the inquiry's liaison panel in protest at how the government had handled the process. Ellie said she felt the inquiry had become less about the truth and more about a cover-up, while both women raised concerns about the 2 shortlisted chairs having backgrounds in policing and social services. Elizabeth, not her real name, joined Fiona Goddard and Ellie Reynolds and quit the inquiry's liaison panel in protest. In her resignation letter, Elizabeth said the process felt like a cover-up and had created a toxic environment for survivors. Let's have some context. There is no cover-up. Survivors on the panel were merely being given an opportunity, if they wanted it, to broaden the inquiry to include rapists from other communities, not simply Pakistani, as Reform UK are so keen to focus on. In their anger, new allies appeared. Reform UK, GB News, backed by billionaire Paul Marshall and the Legatum Group, who co-own GB News, an ultra-conservative think tank, Prosperity Institute, 100% funded by, yes, you guessed it, the Legatum Group. Fiona Goddard was guest speaker at a conference hosted by Prosperity Institute. They echo all of the familiar far-right talking points, from climate change denial and the war on woke to leaving the ECHR. Guest speakers look like a roll call for the hard right of the Tories, Reform and GB News, including Lady of the Moment, Katie Mass Deportations for Cultural Cohesion Lamb, MP. Fiona's speech at the think tank's recent conference questions the government's motives in the grooming gangs inquiry. These disillusioned survivors and their supporters in far-right circles are suddenly singing from the same Judeo-Christian hymn sheet. They're calling for blood. Jess Phillips' blood. No other British politician has done more for the safety and welfare of women and girls. She commented, "I've spoken to Fiona Goddard many times, and I will continue that relationship with her, should that be what she wishes. Every single survivor who has been engaged with, there have been many, will have different feelings on the subject." For Reform, Marshall and Legatum, sympathy became strategy. Justice became politics. Their trauma turned into campaign fuel, ammunition in a culture war they never started. The pain was real, the use of it calculated. Jess Phillips became the target. The outrage was loud, the funding quieter. And were these poor survivors persuaded to jump ship, or did they do it off their own bats? We're just asking questions.